Actually, I think we can both agree that we have both
Yeah.
the both
The bow.
had two very interesting careers, but also very different. We come from two different worlds, so I think today would be a fun chance for us to tell them a little bit about some of the low points in our career, and we'll talk about injuries.
Oh my god. Okay.
And then we'll talk about like a WTF moment from an interaction, maybe with an audience member or something, but something that sticks with you that either caused problems in our personal life or just outright immediate pain emotionally or physically.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don, you want me to start?
Well, I think before we get into that stuff, maybe we should just share some opinions on certain topics, something that's a little bit out there, and give a bit of perspective on something like that's an open relationship, for example.
Right.
I'd love to hear your opinion on it.
Oh, okay. Well, I used to be very against it. It was always the person I'm with is the person I'm with. That's a very, very old school way of thinking. But working obviously within this industry, then doing the muscle worship, going to a lot of the sex parties in London, like Torture Gardens, DV, even Rocket Project, all those things, you kind of get exposed to different types of things. Now, for me, it's still not for me, but I have a better understanding of it. I think if you are going to be in an open relationship, or you are going to be having that, whether you're swinging, whether it's cuckolding, whatever it is, has to be a level of communication and trust within the relationship for it to happen. Because if you do it when you're not steady or stable, that shit's going to break down. 100% break down. Because it's not for everyone. It may be fun for the first few months because everyone's getting their kicks, but then something tends to happen.
So in an ideal world, let's say a woman comes up to you and she's like, I want to have an open relationship. You find her really attractive.
Yeah.
And you kind of believe it could happen.
Yeah.
But you must have your own terms, I believe. What would your terms be?
Oh, yeah. It's got to be
for you personally. Would you be able to engage in an open relationship?
Well, look, if it was both ways, we're both open, then yeah, obviously it would be that. But you'd have to set those boundaries. It's like, for me, most of it would more swinging than an open relationship, because with swinging, you can then set your boundaries and your terms, and that you're having the experience together, even though you're sharing someone else or you're with someone else. So that I'd be more open to. But if it was, who was it? It was Aubrey Marcus. He was talking about his open relationship, and I was like, it was really hard because she'd go off, come back, and during that time she was gone, he went through every single fucking emotion, and he'd beat himself up. But when she came home, I have to outperform the guy that she was just with. So then kind of fired him up. So it was a double-edged sword. Again, for me, I'd rather have, because you just don't know unless you're in a very deep, trusting, comfortable relationship and you're both literally, everything about each other, and then yeah, okay. But again, that takes a lot to get to that. So I think I'd stop at the swinging side of things, where you have the experience together. If one person leaves the room, then you guys stop, and it's always that. So at least it's controlled. You're both sharing. You can both go, I'm not comfortable, and you can stop. Okay. I think that's where I'd be, because there's still that bit thing of like protectiveness with it.
I get you, bro.
What do you think?
Yeah, no. So just to round yours up, you are open to swinging, but not necessarily an open relationship.
Yeah.
It's interesting. And then in an ideal world, just for all of our sexy listeners, what is your ideal relationship? In your ideal world, how would that be? Would you be swinging, or would you be monogamous with your partner?
I think we'd experience this, depending where we are. It's depending where we are, because my previous relationship, it was always like, yeah, I want to try swinging, so I was there for it. But then it was always told to people, but it would never happen. And I knew it wasn't going to happen because it wasn't secure enough. So I haven't been in a situation in another relationship to be able to go, okay, let's try this. In the ideal, like complete, fairyland, if this was it, it'd be like, yep, we do it every now and again. We'll go to a party, we'll play, but it'll be done together, and the experience is always done together. But under the proviso that this was to strengthen our relationship. Like, because every experience that you have, you want to be able to strengthen. You don't want to be able to do something with each other and push each other away.
I agree. I think for me, for anything sexually to happen with anyone else, whether it's swinging, open relationship, anything, I have to know that whoever I'm with is as comfortable in their skin as I am.
Yeah.
Because actually I could do it. I wouldn't have a problem with them sleeping with other people.
Yeah.
But I would if they were insecure. Because if someone's doing it to fill a void, there's a chance that they're going to break my trust.
Yeah.
Then they're going to get addicted to the sex and then it's going to become a game.
Yeah.
Whereas if it's like you're secure in yourself, you just enjoy having sex.
Yeah.
And you want something I don't necessarily have.
Yeah.
Like a different race or a bigger dick, I don't know, like something. Do you know what I mean? Or a loose butthole, and you want to peg a dude, you want to peg a guy, because I'm not really going to let that happen.
Yeah.
So if there's something like that they're after, then that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And that's fine, because that's like we're at a theme park. I don't want to go on the helter skelter, but she does. I'm like, go do your thing. I'll watch you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's how I actually view that. So I think it's healthy if you're really centered and grounded in yourself. I'm not going to be affected as long as I know the purpose of that happening is purely fun.
Yeah.
And I think swinging for me absolutely is swinging would be my choice because I get aroused and attached to one person usually and attracted to personalities as we've spoken to about before.
Yeah.
So like I can perform on a one-on-one environment with a random, but I don't enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
It's not as fun for me because it's about the whole sexual experience. It's about playing with someone's body and their mind.
Yeah.
And if you don't know someone's body and their mind, there's only so much you can do. It's like having surface level water cooler chats.
Yeah. I'm with you. Yeah.
You know when you do, it's like when you meet someone and you're like, hey, how you doing? Where are you from?
Yeah.
Oh, where were you born? How old are you? It's like that level of sex.
Yeah.
I like to go way, way deeper into it.
Oh yeah.
So for me, like my opinions on open relationships is they definitely work. Polyamory is absolutely fine. Polygamy is absolutely fine. Swinging is absolutely fine. If you yourself are centered and you are not using it as a way to cheat on the record.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And open communication, as you said, I think you hit the nail on the head with that one. Like I have been in situations where I've literally just said to someone, I was like, I just want to fuck other people. Like it's not a thing.
Yeah.
And actually we got into something together on the basis that that's what we were going to do.
Yeah.
And then she changed the rules.
Yeah.
So then, and she was almost shocked. And I was like, but we have spoken about this.
Yeah.
So that's why it's all about being centered in yourself and making sure you communicate when things change.
Yeah.
Because you should never be sidelined by your partner like that.
No, 100%.
Like I wouldn't bring it up if I didn't think it was okay.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't have felt that way if she told me that she changed her mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's that open level.
I think also, I just completely lost my train of thought with that one. It's also who they're swinging with. Who's involved, okay? Because we want to, again, I'd be like, it's either a couple that we're going to see, that's it, it's every now and again, but there's no communication away from it, and it's like the guys talk or the girls talk and things like that. Like it's those things that need to be set in place, and you're also the person you're doing it with isn't, like you said, doesn't have another agenda behind it, because it is. There's so many people that do it just to get what they want. It's ridiculous.
100%, and we're human. Our emotions and our opinions on things change all the time.
Oh yeah.
Like you can't expect it to be the same in a year's time as it was on day dot.
Bro,
I've actually gone into something and went into it with the mindset that I was going to be able to sleep with whoever and whatever else. But then I had feelings and I was like, no, I can't do this anymore. I don't want to do that. Is that okay? And then I had to have that conversation.
Yeah.
But my superpower is that I am not scared to just tell everyone how it is.
Oh, that's what it's got to be.
Well, it has to. At least you know where you stand with me. You might be pissed off for about 20 seconds and then you go, oh, he has a point.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing it I'm being selfish, but I'm being selfish for your benefit.
Yeah.
At least I'm being honest.
Yeah.
So many people are selfish and pussies, and they are the people you have to watch out for.
Yeah, they're the fucking sharks, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. I just wanted to take a quick second now to ask that if you aren't already, please like part of a little comment underneath and follow and subscribe on @Got Swoled at all social media channels.
Yeah.
Thank you for bearing with my awful delivery on that. I will get used to it the more episodes that we do, but it will help us to progress this channel even further. So thank you very much.
Facts.
So we've spoken a little about our opinions on the world of sex.
The unwanted opinion. Yeah,
that was our unwanted opinion of the day.
Lovely.
Go and spread your seed, gents and women. Open those legs and do it proudly.
Let's do it
Sex
safely.
is sex.
Do it safely.
Safe sex, safe and honest communication, always.
There you go. Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about careers and life.
Careers and life. Okay.
Careers and life. So I would like to ask you if there's a moment that stands out for you. Let's go with work, like performing.
Yeah.
If there's something that ever went horribly wrong.
Lighting my head on fire.
Could you just repeat that?
Lighting my head on fire as a fire performer. That's a great one. So
when you say lit on fire, could you describe it, please?
Okay. So we had a show. We were in Essex, I think it was, and basically midway, about 2 routines before my fire performance is I'll go through and I'll set everyone's fire equipment. So I'll dip the sticks, I'll shake it off. Well, I will dip the sticks in the paraffin. I'll then shake the excess paraffin off for those filthy minded pricks out there like myself. And basically I then set everything down to get ready for the routine. Anyway, we were running a bit behind. So as we're running behind, I was rushing to get the shit done because the show must go on. Anyway, as I'd finished setting all the sticks and the boys took the sticks off, I then kind of just brushed the back of my head, just not thinking anything, just like, yep, cool. Thankfully, that was done. Didn't know there was a bit of paraffin on my fingers as that had happened and run through my hair. So jump on stage and start performing my dragon stuff. And I do this like sort of like around the world where I roll the dragon staff around me. For those who don't know what a dragon staff is, it's a big fire prop. It's got 4 wicks on either end and it flows around the body. Looks really nice and sounds like a dragon when you're spinning it. Anyway, I felt something clip the back of my head, didn't think anything of it. Then I looked in the crowd of 400 people and heard everyone laughing. No idea what.
So sorry. I'm so fucking funny.
Bro, it just gets better. It gets better.
Did you have a full head of hair at the time?
Yeah.
Did you have after?
Hold on, let me get there. Let me fucking get there. So basically, everyone was laughing, and I'm like, what the fuck they're laughing at? Looked in the shadow, couldn't see anything. I was like, cool. Kept going, everyone's still laughing, and now have their phones out. Can't smell anything. Well, it's all good. Continue. Look up. Everyone's still laughing, and then a towel gets thrown over my head mid-routine from Billy. So the back of my head was on fire the entire time. Now, there was one Twitter picture that I found. I cannot find it anymore. I don't know where it is. I look like fucking Charmander with the tail. So it was just this tiny little flame of me standing on stage on top of my head. I literally look like fucking Charmander.
That's fucking so good.
I finished the routine. I then did the next routine, which was the army routine, because I was like, the show must fucking go on. I don't care. At the break, Billy's like, go to the hospital. Like, the hospital's up the road, go to the hospital. I'm like, okay, cool. Run up to the hospital, bless all the girls and people in the crowd. They were messaging me, just going, are you okay? Are you okay? Even though they were laughing and putting it all over social media, they then checked on me. So sweet. Got into the hospital and I was sat there and the lady looked at my head and she goes, thank fuck you had that put out by the time you had it put out. Because if it was a second long, you would have had 3rd-degree burns on your head. I was just like, fuck. Because Billy was basically standing in the wings, and all the boys apparently were like, dude, Oz's head's on fire. And Billy's come around going, fucking what? And they're like, yeah, his head's on fire. And he's going, why isn't fucking anyone doing anything? And he just ran and grabbed a fucking wet towel, pushed past everyone.
That's a real friend.
Oh, man, I love him.
Yeah.
I love him for it. But I was like, why did everyone just fucking standing there laughing?
That's so funny. I would not have let that happen, bro. But I wouldn't even care if I lost my job. I would not let you burn.
Mate, it was, yeah.
Funny. I would be laughing though. I'd actually run on stage crying with laughter.
It was funny as hell.
Yeah.
That's the best part. That was the part that I loved about that show. Is it was serious, but it wasn't serious. Like, this is before COVID. Like, now it's very professional dancing, but back then, like, we used to fuck with each other on stage so hard. Like, that's another story. But yeah, that was one of my injuries.
I mean, that ties into my next question because that was just what's like the most messed up moment you've had on stage.
Yeah, go on.
That's an injury. I mean, okay, let's talk about audience interactions. Is there any audience interactions that ever stuck out to you, like something really random that someone did, or like actually really out of order, like really annoyed you and left you? You were like, fuck this job.
Oh yeah, fucking. Okay. So another show in Essex. We're at some school out of all places, doing the show.
A school.
Yeah, I don't.
That does happen.
That does
Sometimes
happen.
we used to get booked for really random venues,
Yeah.
and like we'd be in some of the smallest country towns in the UK, and they only have like a town hall, right?
Yeah.
Or not even a town hall sometimes.
Yeah.
And you would be performing on a stage that was maybe 2 meters long.
Yeah, like the
and
one,
a meter long and 2 meters wide.
like that one that had the caravan park at the back where you could touch the roof.
Yeah, hilarious.
That one, yeah. Yeah. So it was crowd interaction. Oh yeah,
An
so
orgy.
an orgy. Wish. We're at this school and basically taking photos with everyone at the end of the show. And this is what we did at Forbidden. We'd do the show, we'd come out, we'd do group photos with everyone. So everyone come through and get a photo with us. Anyway, so I was on my knees and I was next to Billy, and it was three girls in a row that pissed me off. So the first one kind of knelt down a little bit, and then she was hammered anyway, but she fell over. She pretended to fall, put her hands around my neck and kind of pull it sideways. And when I was like, thank you, she went to get up. She goes, I've got a disease, I can't stand up. I was like, please, you need to move so the rest of everyone else can come through. So her friends came and helped her. Next girl straight after came through, and she went to kneel in front of me and Billy, but she was wearing heels. So she went to put her legs in between our legs, and she caught me right in the balls with the heel of her stiletto. It was lovely. It's exactly what I fucking needed. Oh, yeah. And I'm trying to hold a straight face. She gets up and goes like, thank you, bye. Then the next girl comes in, and she trips and nearly puts her heel through my Achilles. And I was just like, no, I'm going to fucking sprint to the next fucking one. I'm gone. I looked at Billy and I'm like, I don't give a fuck, mate. I'm gone. I was also mid prep. So my attention span and my patience for incompetence was just not there. Tolerance for incompetence was not there. Anyway. And then the next girl came over and she sat on my knee and she goes, can I have a selfie? I was like, of course. She took the selfie and then she goes, thank you. I'm actually going through chemo and I'm going to look at this photo tomorrow whilst I've got chemo because you really made my night. And as she stood up, I was like, see, you're the reason I do this job. Everyone else can fuck right off.
Oh, dude.
But then they're drunk, they don't care.
It's just this pack mentality things. It happens with dudes, but I didn't know it happened with women until I did this job.
Yeah.
We know what we're like. We're a nightmare when we get in a group. We egg each other on. It's whose dick is bigger.
Yeah.
And it's like, I try really hard as well. Honestly, I've managed to grow about 7 centimeters. I wish.
I mean, I gotta say that's a fucking.
I had no idea where I was going with it.
That's an add-on to the 70 rules. Right, it's great.
But we know what it's like. We go out for a drink and we do dumb shit. I always used to be the person. You know, you have that friend that's like, "Oh, Zach could do it."
Yep.
Yeah, it used to be Con would do it.
Yeah.
It'd be like, "Oh, Con, I bet you wouldn't." And I'd be like wishing that someone hadn't said it because he's gonna do it now that you've said that. But yeah, I was also that person. When someone like Connor isn't around, it's me.
Yeah.
When real crazy isn't around, I'm secondary.
Crazy.
Yeah, I'm like secondary crazy.
And the thing is, like, there's a big level of difference of crazy.
Oh, Matt, you wouldn't even believe it. I have some sense.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
he's got some sense. He just doesn't use it.
He's managed to get himself a bloody mortgage and a house and a misso.
Yeah, it doesn't mean he has it. Like, I love him to bits.
She loves him because he's nuts.
Exactly. Literally. But he is a fucking wild human.
Yeah. The funniest is when we end up in a relationship, taking it back to the start, and it's like people then try and change you. Like, you actually fell for me or fancied me because I don't think how other people think.
Yeah.
Like I said, open relationship, we're both secure. Cool. Go and suck someone else's dick.
Yeah.
And actually, you can tell me how it was if you want.
Yeah.
Because I know that it's nothing on me. I'm actually really confident in myself.
Yeah.
So like I think really differently, and I am a bit of a nutter. So then like down the line, it's like, oh, it's a bit much.
Yeah.
Oh, are you going to be doing that forever? And it's like, this is how you met me. It was fun for you then.
Yeah.
I haven't changed, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
That's when they go in with the intention for you to be a project instead of actually learning to fucking.
Oh yeah, because they think I have a problem.
Yeah. So I'm gonna fix you. It's like no.
Yeah. I mean, another episode will go into someone who tried to fix me once. I'll tell everyone exactly how that goes.
Well, this is why I think this is what, guys, you need to actually subscribe to the Patreon, because we're actually going to do some episodes where we're going to dive into some really deep stuff that we don't want to put on actual like YouTube and Spotify, but they're going to be quite good episodes. So I think if go to this Patreon, And I think you get a lot out of those ones.
Absolutely. It helps us grow this channel, as we said before, and it gives you a little bit of an insider deeper than what we'll share on free channels into our lives.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think
your turn.
I'll have a go.
Yeah, I'd love to know your stories because I've had some shit. I know you've done some stuff.
Oh, I've done things.
Yeah. So go on.
There's been a few. Oh God,
so it was the injury. It was the injury first.
Yeah. Can I tell my story first and then I'll tell an injury? I'll tell my crowd interaction story.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because this is one of the best ones you're ever going to hear. Ooh. This is actually crazy. And I don't even give up. I'm going to throw this company under the bus.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
I was working at Dream Boys.
Yeah.
And it's press night, which is, for those who aren't in my industry, it's the launch night. So you have a launch party for a company, have press night for a show. Press night, you invite all social media influencers, you invite the press, you invite videographers, you get that filmed. It's supposed to be the peak of what they're going to see for the rest of the year when you launch a show.
Yeah.
So we're at our residency venue. We're in central London. Beautiful venue, got a lovely L stage. And just on the other side of the stage, there's a wall of press. Okay. And they're invite only. Yeah. This is not, you've bought a ticket and come to get fucked up.
Yeah.
Bear that in mind for the next part of the story.
Okay.
So the show starts. It's a normal show. I'm blind drunk, obviously, because I really had a problem. Yeah. It was great. I had so much fun. If you were ever at one of those shows, can you just tell me how I did? Because it felt incredible.
That's why I've seen you do it fucked, and I'm like, no one knows. I know you're fucked, but I was watching you perform and I'm like, I think he's better.
It's the moment before and after you're like, how did you do that? Because I do some flips, and even in the air, there's like a little kind of purple unicorn elephant thing flying, going. Somehow I land and I look so aggressive, but inside my head, it's like fucking clouds and rainbows. It's so funny. Anyway, show commences. Come out strong. It's brilliant. I look over to my right and I'm like, oh, this chick's masturbating over me. Like, we're performing, it's just straight legs, warm, fingering herself while we're performing. Anyway, the night progresses on. And I didn't see what happened after this, but it just gets so much better because this is a press event. You are working for a newspaper. I'm assuming this was a journalist because she was in that row. She was clearly on MDMA or something before she came because she thought it was a good idea while sat next to her friend to masturbate. Then halftime happens and they're cleaning up sick.
Oh no.
This woman climaxed and threw up at a press night for Dream Boys.
I think she's been to one of our shows as well. I think she's come to one of ours as well.
No way.
Yeah, because the boys were like, the girl fucking masturbating in the crowd.
Yeah.
Okay, she didn't throw up though. But sorry, continue.
She threw up, masturbated, got kicked out for doing so, and it was one of the breast moments of my life. That was one of the highlights of my performing career, hearing about that. I mean, walking out and having someone masturbating over you, you know you're doing something good.
Yeah.
You know?
We've had the wet pant, like actual drenched panties come on stage.
Did I tell you about my story for that one? Do you want to hear that?
Go on.
This is disgusting.
Oh, wow.
I won't name and shame the town, but England, femme fresh. Okay? Yeah. Check your pH levels. Drink more water. And at least get some like pussy deodorant or there's a bit of talc. Dry it out a bit. Fuck.
Something.
Like, believe me, I'm flattered by how wet they were, but I hope it wasn't sweat because they were wet through. Basically, we're, again, same company. I won't tell you where I was, but we were on a massive stage and just on stage, just some really wet black underwear lands on the stage, and Jordan decides to just pick it up, and I've got a full beard. He slaps me on the chin, drags it up past my nose and over my head. So it touches every part of my face on the way. And I don't know if any one of you listening have a beard, but when you have a beard, stuff gets stuck in it, especially liquids and smells.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, this thing smelled like Battersea Fish Market. And if you don't know what Battersea Fish Market is, one, you can Google it. Two, it's England's biggest fish market, right?
Is that where £1 fish came from?
£1 fish.
£1 fish,
yeah. So, it was so, I actually, oh my God.
I could hear it. Dude.
I was heaving.
I could hear it.
It was so bad. The stunk. It stunk, and it stayed in my beard the whole show. I had to keep running off stage in between numbers. I didn't run off while I was dancing. In between numbers, I was dry heaving, trying to fiercely rub my beard to like get it out. But there was nothing I could do. I would rather have poured like acid over my face.
Imagine just coming back on stage. Coming back on stage after that, like you wiped it on your face, you run back, just shave this part of your face, run back on. And it's just like you.
Just ridiculous.
Because the smell sucks.
It's awful.
I've had it going down on someone before, and it's just like it stays with you. Like you go home, and you're just like, I need to wash away tonight.
Yeah.
I don't want to sleep with these demons.
Yeah.
No, don't happen. No.
Awful.
What was your injury?
Then I can either tell an injury or I can tell a difficult situation that I've been put in.
Because your big injury, I think you mentioned one of the other podcasts.
Yes.
So it's a difficult situation.
Okay, so I performed with Hugh Jackman for The Greatest Showman, and I opened the Brit Awards, and it was the most terrifying thing I've ever had to do. Actually, well, it's on par with another job. I'll tell you both. First one's easy to tell. It was for BMW. It was for the launch event of a new car. It was just a dealership, and it was getting filmed. It was for one of the flagship things. And I was on a 2-meter high platform. It was 1 meter squared. Now, do you know how you can picture how small that is, right?
Yeah, that like the
it's like the size of a leg.
Yeah.
So it's like that squared.
Yeah, you know the ones the stands we used to have.
Exactly.
Those ones.
Yep.
Yeah, those ones. Yeah.
And they wanted me to trick on it.
Huh.
So I had to do a standing back tack on that and some other shit. And it was so scary. But I would never show fear to a client because it's like, you've booked me to be able to do this one thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, can we see it?" I was like, "No, you'll have to pay me danger money. You've paid me once for the show. I'll do it once on the show.
Yeah.
But I know I can do it. You'll just have to trust that I can."
Yeah.
I was completely talking out my ass. That's not a thing. Anyone in my industry knows that's not a thing. But they believe me because I said it with chest.
Yeah.
And then gets to the show and fucking nail it, everything. But terrifying. That was really, really scary. So that was a really tough moment.
Yeah.
But so to up the ante, I'm now on stage in front of 21,000 people.
Yeah.
This is at the O2. I've got about 40 dancers behind me doing choreo, and their choreo travels. It's a push. So the way the stage is set up is we've got like a 20-meter back section. We've got 3-meter wide runways that start from 30 foot high off the floor. No, maybe that's an exaggeration, but we're going with 30 foot. 30 foot high off the floor, and they curve round to a lower stage, and it's matted black. And in the hole that they're curving around is the orchestra pit. So there's musicians, drums, and everything like that. Then that goes down to the lower stage. So I've got 40 dancers dancing behind me. I'm supposed to then do a tumble section with 3 guys next to me. And I'm on the inside. Yeah. So my sheer drop is to my right, and I've got a 30-foot drop, and I have to do like a front flip round off, back handspring, flip, or something like that, following a curve with a 30-foot drop on my right on a matte black floor with 40 dancers behind me and 2 cameras that are traveling in front of me. You know how much pressure is on that? You can't get that wrong.
No.
Like, not if I was my guy in the middle,
I'd be bricking it.
Absolutely fine. I could do that. Oh, you're just being chased and you're following. That's I know pace. I know how much room I've done this.
Yeah.
But having that drop on your right, having to do your flips on a curve and keep pace. Oh my God, that was one of the most terrifying things I've ever done. And the moment just before it happened, I actually was like, this is either going to be amazing or I'm going to hospital.
This is red eye.
Yeah. I was like, I'm going to land on a cello or something. Oh. Because you're not just landing on a sheer drop to floor. Yeah, it's like you're landing on someone's instrument.
An orchestra.
And you best hope it's not like a drum kit or something.
Oh. Did they have, like, on the actual ramp on the way down, did they have markings for where the actual edges were?
Yeah, they had white tape.
Okay. So I'm thinking the entire thing's about black. I'm like, he's fucked.
No, no. I had about an inch of white tape on the line.
Oh, right,
so to line the stage, they have to do that. That is health and safety regulations.
Yeah.
But they do a talk with you before, and they're like, you know, I'm responsible for myself because they've contracted me.
Yeah.
I have to do my own health checks, and then I get to okay the stunt or not. So they do that in the industry. Yeah. But obviously, if you say no, there's another guy that will do it.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So it's like, do I want to get paid or not?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely had to take that risk.
Fucking hell. My God.
But on that note, I would like to take a quick minute to thank the lovely people so far that are sponsoring our podcast, and that is Effective Nutrition. They've got some incredible supplements. They actually are really well formulated, and they're not too expensive. If you're in Australia, there's a shop, Strom Sports, that they're currently stocking this from and sending it over from New Zealand. And if you're in the UK, they ship straight to home.
Yep.
And Tiger Horse are these lovely jeans that we are both wearing. They fit really nicely. They're elasticated. And for anyone that's a bit bigger,
they are banging. They are banging. They're a really nice tight fit.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So
and durable. Yeah.
A needle pulling thread.
A needle pulling.
I really hope there's a few listeners that eventually are going to start doing that. Nah, they're not. That's the worst thing ever.
Every time I say so, because it just happens.
It's from The Sound of Music, okay? I trained in musical theatre, if you didn't know. So it's time for a little game. And you decided you wanted to play Would You Rather.
Oh, yeah.
Have you prepared questions that you can ask? Because I've got a couple ready as well.
Okay, well, you can go first.
Yeah.
Do one for one or do like three each?
Why don't we do like one for one?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I've got some toughies.
Go on.
Would you rather have hiccups for the rest of your life or constantly feel like you have to sneeze?
Fucking hell, that's brutal.
For everyone listening in the comment section, please let us know.
Yeah.
One, if you have a better would you rather. And two, what you would rather have, hiccups or want to sneeze for the rest of your life.
Oh, I'd probably say, I'm just trying to picture it.
Oh, yeah.
But then it was a constant hiccups.
Oh, well, constantly. Never stops.
Oh, okay, let's sneeze.
You'd want to sneeze?
Yeah, well, that way I can try to at least get the words out. By the sounds of a hiccup, is like, no, that sucks. I hate hiccups.
Oh,
I fucking hate hiccups.
Okay.
What was the other one I saw? I went. Okay. Would you rather lose your sexual organs or gain 80 pounds in weight that you can't lose?
Never. I can't lose.
Would you rather
lose my sexual organs
or gain 80 pounds in weight that you can't lose?
So I can't have children. I'd rather lose my sexual organs.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then I can adopt a child, still be a father, and make money.
Fair. I love how logical that is. Here I am going, fuck me. What are all the other questions I could ask? God. What do you got?
Would you rather be on death row for a crime you didn't commit and the most important person in your life is free, but they committed the crime? Or be free, but the most important person in your life is on death row for a crime that you committed?
Oh.
That's so awful.
Fuck. No.
This is going to end a lot of friendships.
This is end. Wow. What?
Yep.
Nah, like either way, you're fucked. What's the less fucked of the two?
I can tell you what I would do.
I'd probably fucking be the one that's free.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'd be the one that's free because at the end of the day, like,
that's interesting because I would rather die.
Yeah, but this thing, they committed it.
Yeah,
like
so this would mean basically. Let's talk about us two. So I would be in prison and about to be killed for something that you did. That's what I would choose.
Yeah,
but you would choose to be free, and I would be on death row.
Well,
okay, everyone, you heard it.
Hey, this is where my further questions come in. As like, do I know you did it? Was there a pact beforehand? Was it? Am I taking the flick?
No. Because it's basically just either you're gonna be murdered for something I did, or I'm gonna be murdered for something.
And I'll be fucked off at you for doing it because it's like
your last moments before you die. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like I'd be fucked off at you because next, I'm taking the fall for what you fucking did, and you're running script free, so I'd be pissed off with that.
Yeah, then if you take it out of your context for 1 second, it's unprovoked on both sides. So at least, this could have already happened, and one of us is about to go to prison, and neither of us know. In that context, you would rather fuck me over.
No, if that's the case, no.
You'd rather just find out.
I'd rather just fight. Yeah.
I'd rather just find out, and I'd be disappointed and be dead.
Yeah. Okay. That way, yes. But if I knew you'd done it to me and basically you'd thrown me under the bus, then I'd be pissed the fuck off.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a good one.
Yeah, that was really, really good. Where was that fucking good one that I saw earlier? I had a really, really good one. Fuck. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
Would you rather think of your mum every time you orgasm or prematurely ejaculate every time you have sex?
Oh, I mean, for fucking incest is best, bro. I wanked over that when I was a kid, innit? I had mum issues for days. That was one of the weirdest wanks I ever had. And then I never thought about it again. I might have even had a cold shower after it and questioned my life choices.
Until you did it again.
Yeah, but that was after a drug binge, and I needed something so taboo that it would get me off.
There's something dirty.
Something filth after like that 4 a.m. that fucking escapade that takes about 3 hours and 60 porn videos just to finish.
Yeah.
And then you finally pass out, nearly having a heart attack.
Have you got another one?
Yes.
This one's fucked.
Okay, you can do yours then.
Would you rather watch your parents have sex every day for the rest of your life or join in once and stop it?
Oh, you got me.
That's fucking horrible.
I have to sit down and watch them fuck.
Or join in once and stop it.
I don't know how adventurous my dad is. Wait,
But
that means I have to watch my dad fuck my stepmom and my mum fuck my stepdad.
Oh,
So I have to watch two lots of parents fuck every day. Fuck, I think I'd have to fuck them once.
Yeah.
I'd be like, if you ever tell anyone, tell them how good I was.
If you ever tell anyone, you're the one going to prison on death row, not me.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
I'd fuck them once.
Yeah.
Oh, at least it's like short-term pain, long-term got.
Mum and dad, I love you. Just so you know, this is completely hypothetical. I love you. It's not happening.
I'd be worried if they were concerned. They thought it would happen. Now, your parents weren't listening to this podcast and going, "Oh fuck, we're in."
Or they're like, he's never coming around the house again.
You needed a disclaimer.
He's never coming around the house again. He's not coming to Christmas.
Yeah, fuck.
Okay.
Okay. Would you rather be surrounded by people who brag all the time or people who complain all the time?
Brag. Because at least brag is kind of still a positive energy. If they're negative, that shit just rubs on.
I mean, there's a reason why we left England.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, English people, but we moan.
Yeah.
We bloody moan.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
I want to apologize for everything. Okay.
Oh, Canadians.
Huh. Do you have another one?
Yeah. Would you rather be a strawberry with human thoughts or a human with strawberry thoughts? Really think about it. Picture yourself.
I am.
You're still attached at the vine.
I'm asking so many questions in my head.
And you're questioning why. You can't move. All you want to do is eat and fuck and live a life, and you're trapped. With all your current life experience, you're a strawberry, though. Or you have your body, but the mental capacity of a fruit. It's basically a sweet vegetable state.
That was just my head just being dark. Just going, would I rather be a vegetable all my life or a strawberry?
Exactly.
Oh, probably be a vegetable.
Okay.
What about you?
Yeah, I'd rather be that because I wouldn't want to be conscious and stuck in a fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be brutal. I think that's it because the rest of these are pretty average. What? Oh, here we go. One more. Would you rather accidentally text a nude picture of yourself to your parents or accidentally butt dial them during sex and have them listen to the whole thing?
Oh, I'll just send them a nude anyway.
When I was in...
You want one, parents?
Yeah.
Just Google me.
It's everywhere. When I went traveling years ago, back in 2013, was when we first got Dropbox. I went traveling through Europe, obviously meeting a couple of girls, sending dick pics, all that sort of stuff. Didn't realize it was connected to my Dropbox, which was on Dad's computer, which was actually Dad's account. I got a message one day. He's like, "We didn't get it from me." He just got bare dick pics, and he's like, "Why am I getting my son's dick on all these things?"
That's fucking
hilarious. It was great. It was great.
Okay. I have one more.
Go on.
This is the would you rather to end them all.
Oh,
I want you to take your time with this one.
Oh, shit.
You either lose 1 inch from your penis every time you fuck.
Oh, no.
So you've got 3 fucks in you.
I know.
Or
not even that. I've got about 2.
Or you have reverse boner syndrome, which is when you're always hard, except when you're aroused. Then you go soft.
Second one.
But think about it.
Yeah, but if I wear a blindfold and I don't know who's around me, at least I can probably get a couple
Can
of
you picture this? I am not turned on by dudes.
Huh.
I have tested the theory too. This is not just homophobia or whatever you want to call it. I just generally am not attracted to men. I can appreciate a good looking dude, absolutely.
Mhm.
So I would have to fuck men because I wouldn't be aroused, but then I would never be able to finish. So what would be the point? Because the second I would get close to finishing, it would go soft. Can you imagine?
No, I don't want to.
That's fucked, bro.
That's horrible.
That's so horrible.
Could you like sensory deprivate yourself? So you can literally
But
master.
you still won't be able to finish.
because you're aroused, isn't it?
Yes.
But you'd still get the pleasure of fucking. But then how do you ever finish?
No,
Never
you
finish.
could never finish.
But then you only get 2 fucks out of your life because you lose your dick. What happens once you've
At least you could have kids though. Because you wouldn't even be able to do IVF.
you can. You can just fucking
You can't ejaculate.
get a catheter and draw it out.
That doesn't work like that.
I'm hoping it does.
There's not just like, it has to get mixed on the way up. You could probably cut a testicle maybe and draw out some sperm, but there's like the sperm sac and then the liquid.
And then the shaking around helps mix it. Yeah.
Yeah. No?
I don't. Not sure. Yeah,
Oh, that's like a lot.
that is a lot. Oh, man, that was some good ones actually.
That was pretty decent. I mean, I think we're drawing close to the end of today's episode, so I'm going to round it up on that and
What a
say
way
to our
to
audience, I can think of better ways to finish. And I'm going to leave you with that, ladies and gentlemen, and say, would you rather comment below or like and subscribe to our channel? If you like what you heard today and want to join in this conversation and help us grow this channel, please click the link, follow our Patreon, get involved in the behind the scenes making of this podcast. We've enjoyed having you listen to us.
Yeah, you've been absolutely fucking amazing.
I mean, you've been a bit quiet, if I'm honest, but I'll accept it. Maybe pipe up in the comment section and we're good.
They were shy. They were shy.
That's all we've got time for today. Thank you. That concludes episode 5 of Got Swoled.
Peace and love.
And as we always love to say,
What? You got swoled?
3, 2, 1. I like pineapple on pizza.